Now, this is a tricky question. In 53rd question, it is asked that what is the minimum effective thickness of footing that is required based on one-way shear if shear strength of concrete is given as 0.36 Newton per mm square. Now, options are very close here. Sorry. So there is no chance of playing ABCD, ABCD. So I will solve this question. Now, if you talk about this particular representation, I'll say it is a graphical representation. A column will be having its center line 200 mm away from face of it, and we know that for one-way shear, the critical section lies at distance D from face of the column, where D is depth of footing, which we have to calculate in this case. So if 2600 is total width, this is D. So from face of the column, the remaining length will be 1100 mm. I've shown it very clearly, since this complete is 1300 minus 200 for the column. So 1100 will be the remaining width of the footing, and at distance D, this will be the critical section. So if we talk about net shear that will be acting at this distance D from face of the column, that region is shown as the hatched portion, which is having area of 1100 minus D into 2600, and this area multiplied by soil pressure will give the net shear force that will be acting along a critical section. And in previous question, we calculated the factored shear force as 0.33 Newton per mm square, and this should be less than the resistance that is offered by concrete, and resistance offered by concrete is tau c, that is resistance factor of concrete or shear resistance of concrete, multiply by 2600 into D, because we have to take cross section at section 1 so it will look something like this. If I am looking it from here, I am taking cross section like this along 1 so it will be having width as 2600 and depth as D, which is depth of footing. So this is section 1. Now this will make things very clear for you, and this resistance should be greater than net shear force that is acting, which gives upon solving that depth should be greater than 529 mm, making A as the exact and closest choice to the answer. So correct choice for question number 53 is A, which in turn is dependent that how correctly you calculated this 0.333. So correct choice is option A. Thank you.